cut you down. Nothing in the data said to hesitate. Nothing in the model said to wait. So I optimized a portfolio of who I keep, and you didn't make the cut. Nothing personal, peace. I've been running cost benefit on everything I own, every friend, every feeling, every stepping stone. And I know how that sounds, trust me, I'm aware. But feelings got expensive and I couldn't spare. Don't take it personally, I take it professionally. Don't make it messy, I like my exits clean. Synergy just wasn't there between us. Nothing personal, just business. Not quite personal, just how I operate. Not quite personal, just clearing off my plate. I built the wall so high, I forgot they were walls. Now I'm running the numbers on my own downfall. Not quite personal, but everything I touch turns into a transaction. Is that too much? I ghosted my therapist, the sessions weren't scalable. Canceled on my family, the timing wasn't viable. Pivoted away from anyone who needed too much gifts. Remind all my relationships to optimize to live. And yeah, I'm killing it by every metric I designed. And yeah, I hit every benchmark in my mind. But somewhere in the quarterly review of who I am, I realize I optimize away everything that can actually feel something, anything at all. Built the perfect system, watch the human fall. Not wing personal, collateral design. Not wing personal, but everything was mine. Don't take it personally, I take it professionally. Don't make it messy, I like my exits clean. Synergy just wasn't there between us. Nothing personal, just business. Not quite personal, just how I operate. Not quite personal, just clearing off my plate. I built the wall so high, I forgot they were walls. Now I'm running the numbers on my own downfall. Not quite personal, but everything I touch turns into a transaction. Is that too much? Somewhere under all this optimization, there's a person who got lost in the equation. I remember when I used to just exist, before I turned myself into a list, before the metrics and the quarterly reports, before I cut the feeling from the source. Not quite personal, but very personal. Turns out I was on the schedule too. Is that too much? Nothing personal. Nothing personal. learned to bite. Every conversation was a fight to ignite. Raised in a house where volume was the currency, where the loudest in the room got the urgency. Super came in swinging before the door was open. Every soft approach I tried got broken. Diplomacy was just a word they used on me before they took whatever I was holding free. Teeth first, no apology. Teeth first, it's the only way I breathe. Teeth first, embedded in my biology. Attack before attack, that's the recipe. You called it aggression, I call it survival school. You built this in me, now you fear the toll. Face first into everything. No room for hesitating. Every door I ever walked through, I broke down. This is the only language that I found. I tried the quiet room, the measured tone. I've tried the open hand, the middle zone. But every time I softened up, the wolves moved in, and I was left rebuilding from within. So I recalibrated every reflex that I own, sharpened every instinct to the bone. You want me gentle in a world that eats the gentle whole. I'd rather be the teeth than lose my soul. Teeth first, non-negotiable. Teeth first, I made myself unstoppable. Teeth first, call it deplorable. I call it learning how to be unbreakable. You called it aggression, I call it survival school. You built this in me, now you fear the toll. Teeth first into everything. No room for hesitating. Every door I ever walked through, I broke down. This is the only language that I found. Maybe somewhere there's a version of me that learned to ask instead of just take. Maybe somewhere I got handed something soft instead of everything that breaks. But that's not the map I was given. That's not the ground I was born on. So I came in teeth first, and I'm still moving on. Try to survive. Teeth first, that's how I stay alive. Teeth first into everything. No room for hesitating. Every door I ever walked through, I broke down. This is the only language that I've found. Still biting. Still biting. I don't sleep, I just reboot and go again. Don't eat, just fuel the engine till the end. Every warning light been flashing since last year. I hit dismiss and push it into higher gear. They said the system can't sustain this pace. Said something's gotta give in this race. But I've been running past the red line for so long. The red line feels like home, feels like strong. Overclocked, processor burning white. Overclocked, running through the night. Every thermal limit I was given, I exceed. Every ceiling that they said I make bleed. Yeah, the fans are screaming, yeah, I feel the heat. Yeah, I know the cost of every skipped heartbeat. But the outpost with the damage to the core. Push it, push it, push it, give me more. Overclocked and I ain't slowing down. Burning through the limits of this town. Every system screaming red, but I don't care. I was built for more than what they said was there. Overclocked, feel the voltage in my veins. Overclocked, and I love the way it rains. When everything is burning at full speed. Overclocked is all I'll ever need. 3 days straight and I can feel the edges blur. Blurred edges, got a rhythm, got a purr. Like the machine is finally hitting what it's for. Like the damage is the doorway to something more. I tried the balance light, tried to measure pace, tried the 8 hours in a healthy headspace. But I was built with extra voltage in the tank, and running standard speed just made me blank. So I put some multiplier past the spec, threw the warranty manual off the deck. And yeah, it runs hotter than it ever should, but it runs better than they said it could. Yeah, the fans are screaming, yeah, I feel the heat. Yeah, I know the cost of every skipped heartbeat. But the output's worth the this is just how I'm designed. What if the limit was never mine? What if the spec sheet was written for someone else, and I've been running my own version of hell? So let it run hot, let it push the frame, let it burn a little brighter than it came. 'Cause overclocked or broken, I'm the same, and I'd rather burn out loud than die tame. Sideways, never hit the beat on the regular highway. 5 counts in my head where everyone gets 4. Always one beat extra knocking at the door. Then said it's nothing, just adjusting the dab. Said the wiring's fine, just learn how to react. But I've been reacting to a rhythm no one else can hear. 5-4 times signature running year to year. Why wrong from the jump? Yeah, I know it now. Spent my whole life trying to explain the how. Put the riff in my head and in any standard key. 5 beats to the bar, that's just how I breathe. Ain't broken, just built different than the rest. Ain't failing, just running a different test. 5 counts where you only count to 4. That's the wiring, can't change it anymore. Why wrong? And I ain't fixing it. This is how I'm built, this is it. Every system said I didn't fit the mold. Why wrong? And I'm running in the cold, but I'm running, still running. Why wrong? And the signal in my chest is still strong. I tried the standard settings, didn't take. Tried the normal framework, bound to break. Every job, every room, every relationship. I could feel the moment I was losing grip. Not 'cause I wasn't trying, 'cause the beat was off. Not 'cause I was quitting, 'cause the count was lost. And I spent so long apologizing for the extra beat that I almost gave the riff up, almost admitted defeat. But 5-4 hits different when you on the count. When you stop pretending in your face, the amount of beauty in the offbeat, in the extra space. The wiring ain't wrong, it's just my own damn place. Ain't broken, just built different than the rest. Ain't failing, just running a different test. 5 counts where you only count to 4. That's the wiring, can't change it anymore. Why wrong? And I ain't fixing it. This is how I'm built, this is it. Every system said I didn't fit the mold. Why wrong? And I'm running in the cold, but I'm running, still running. Why wrong? And the signal in my chest is still strong. You ever meet someone who just gets it? Someone who hears the 5th beat without being told. That's the only moment I felt normal, when someone else was running in my code. So maybe wired wrong just means wired rare. Maybe the 5-4 people find each other out there, and we run our own rhythm, our own time. Wired wrong together, that's fine. Fight, fight, Tuesday, 4 a.m. the ceiling staring. Something snapped behind my eyes like a fuse, and everything went quiet, even the bruise. No more white knuckling through your hurricane, no more translating silence into pain. I didn't break and made a choice instead. Pulled the wire from the part of me that bled. I'm not cold, I'm calibrated. Not dead, just renovated. Every circuit has a limit. Every nerve has a point. Flip the switch and now I feel nothing. No more crawling back for something. You wanted me open, I was open too long. Kill switch, now I'm moving on. You called it cold, I call it survival. You wanted feeling, I need a revival. Every time I opened up, you used the door, so I break the entrance, change the floor. This isn't numbness, this is architecture. Built a room with no windows, no lecture. You're mocking, I can get no reply. The lights are on, I just don't answer why. I'm not cold, I'm calibrated. Not dead, just renovated. Every circuit has a limit. Every nerve has a point. Flip the switch and now I feel nothing. No more crawling back for something. You wanted me open, I was open too long. Kill switch, now I'm moving on. Don't mistake my silence for surrender. Don't mistake the cold for something tender. I know exactly what I cut away, and I do it again, I do it today. This is the cleanest I have ever found. No more playing the hand that you dealt. Cold, clean, done, gone. Cold, clean, done, gone. Cold, clean, done, gone. I pull the wire on, everything go on. Flip the switch and now I feel nothing. No more crawling back for something. You wanted me open, I was open too long. Kill switch, and now I'm moving on. I'm moving on. Clean. Silence. Ain't writing no letter, ain't leaving no note. Ain't gonna explain every word that I spoke. Done justifying every move that I made. Done asking permission to pick up and fade. No ceremony, no drawn out goodbye. No sitting in circles explaining the why. I've been performing this exit for years. Done rehearsing, I'm gone. No more tears. Raw exit, no baggage, no trace. Raw exit, just clearing the space. Took what I needed and left what I don't. Said what I had to and cut what I want. No eulogy, no looking back from the staircase. Just the door swinging shut on a chapter that's done. Raw exit, I'm already gone. Raw exit, no clean goodbye. No drawn out death, no asking why. I took what's mine and I hit the door. Ain't nothing left worth staying for. That's ain't war. Staying for. That's ain't war. They wanted the version that begged to remain, the one that apologized over and again. But I've been shrinking myself down to fit their frame, and I'm done playing it small in somebody else's game. Stripped back to the bone, no performance left. No diplomatic exit, just the breath between the last word and the first step out. That's the only truth I'm talking about. No second thoughts. Can't be bought. Every tie I cut was cutting me first, so I did it clean for better or worse. No eulogy, no looking back from the just the door swinging shut on a chapter that's done. got it. You wanted answers, already dropped it. Closures for the ones who need the story tied. I just need it out, I need it outside. So don't dress it up in something it ain't. Ain't a tragedy, ain't a complaint. Just a body moving toward the door. Ain't coming back, ain't keeping score. No looking back, no closing up. Exit, no clean goodbye, no drawn out death, no asking why. I took what's mine and I hit the door. Ain't nothing left worth staying for. Dancing war. Staying for. Dancing war. You showed up with your hands up and your heart on your sleeve. Told everyone the truth and watched them turn and leave. You played it by the rules in the game with no rules. Polished all your morals while they sharpened their tools. You signed the petition to share the right post. You lit the candles and you wanted the ghost. And nothing moved an inch, not a single degree. But you kept on believing in what good could be. Tell me how it feels to stand so clean in a world that runs on gasoline. Does the halo keep you warm at night when nothing that you do comes out right? Static saints with your clean hands, praying to a signal no one understands. You burn so bright and changed, absolutely nothing. Still standing in the ash, still believing. I'm not mocking what you carry, I carried it too. I know the weight of trying when the trying falls through. But there's a kind of violence in refusing to see that the machine doesn't care how good you choose to be. You forgave the ones who broke you just to sleep at night. You turned the other cheek so many times you lost the fight. And somewhere in the static you convince yourself it counts, while the ones who play it dirty just keep running up the ounce. Tell me how it feels to stand so clean in a world that runs on gasoline. Does the halo keep you warm at night when nothing that you do comes out right? Static saints with your clean hands, praying to a signal no one understands. You burn so bright and changed, absolutely nothing. Still standing in the ash and still believing. No warning shot, no signal before it breaks you. Just a gradual pull beneath the surface. So slow you almost miss the whole purpose. I've been treading water since I can't remember. Every summer feeling more like December, and I kept telling myself I had it handled, while the current took me further from the channel. Undertow, don't care how strong you are, don't care how close you think you are to shore. It just pulls patient, cold and certain, working underneath while you're performing. I ain't drowning, I'm just being moved. Ain't going under, just being removed from everything I thought was solid ground. The pull is quiet, but it don't mess around. Undertow, it's got me by the ankles. Everything I built slowly dismantles. I've been fighting what I can't even see. The undertow has always been in me. I watched my father get pulled the same damn way. Watched the smile and wave while he was swept away. Thought I learned a lesson, thought I read the signs, but the current runs in blood as much as ties. 3 years sober and the pull came back. Different flavor but the same attack. Ain't always substance, sometimes it's the silence, sometimes it's the slow internal violence. The way a good wake makes you drop your guard, the way the undertow waits patient in the yard. And when you think you finally got your footing, that's exactly when it starts its pulling. I ain't drowning, I'm just being moved. Ain't going under, just being removed from everything I thought was solid ground. The pull is quiet, but it don't mess around. Undertow, it's got me by the ankles. Everything I built slowly dismantles. I've been fighting what I can't even see. The undertow has always been in me. What if I stop fighting it tonight? What if I just let the current take the way? Not giving up, just giving into motion. Letting go ain't always giving up the fight. Maybe the undertow knows where I'm going. Maybe resistance is what's keeping me from flowing. Or maybe that's just what it wants me to believe. Right before it pulls me to my knees. Ain't letting go, ain't letting go. I feel it in my bones, I feel it in my soul. Undertow, it's got me by the ankles. Everything I built slowly dismantles. I've been fighting what I can't even see. The undertow has always been in me. Down. Still pulling. Still pulling. Down. Who's your funny in from? Down. It started with one person in a room, one bad mood to fill the space like fume. Didn't take long till everyone counted rage. Don't need an invitation, we all bought it. Scroll the feed at 2 AM, half asleep. Somebody's disaster running 10 clicks deep. And now I'm furious about something I can aim. Infected by a feeling that ain't even my pain. Contacted, spreading through the wire. One man spiral lighting everybody's fire. Algorithms pushing what's gonna make you break. Monetizing misery, it's all they wanna make. I don't even know whose anger this is anymore. Don't know if it's mine or something I absorb. But it's in me now, can't shake it loose. Pass from hand to hand, like a lit fuel. Dead, it's already in your blood. Everybody's drowning in the same damn flood. You caught it from the person who caught it from the next. Ain't no cure for what we've all been fed. My boy called me up, sounding wrecked and raw. Said he don't know what he's even fighting for. And I felt the jump like static across a gap. His despair just found a home and that was down. Carrying his weight on top of mine. Can't tell where his damage is, it starts mine. This is how it spreads, no quarantine. No hazmat, super bowl, passing in between. Trauma don't respect, no boundary line. Grief don't shake if now's a convenient time. One generation heads it to the next in line. We've been affected since before we could define. I don't even know whose anger this sources so far back, we can't even trace the original crack. Generational, societal, digital spread, contagion living rent-free in our heads. And we keep passing it, like we ain't got nothing else to give. Ain't nobody cleaning this, ain't nobody not. Spread God. We all carrying something that we never asked for. Dead, it's already in your blood. Everybody's drowning in the same damn flood. You caught it from the person who caught it from the next. Ain't no cure for what we've all been fed. Still spreading. Since I was 17, swallowing the edges of every broken dream. Ain't self-destruction if you call it discipline. Ain't falling apart if you're falling discipline. Glass eater, feeding on the frame. Every shot I swallow tastes exactly like the shame. I sharpen every habit till it cuts going down, and I smile through the bleeding like I own this town. 7 beats off kill clutch, just like everything I do. Never landing on the one, never quite coming through, but the riff keeps pulling, keeps dragging me along. 7 steps to nowhere, and I'm singing it like song. I know what I'm doing, I just can't stop. I know where this ends, right at the top of everything I built just to tear apart. Glass first, down the throat, down to the heart. Glass ether, swallowing the shine. Everything that cuts me feels like mine. I've been feeding on the wreckage for so long. The damage is the only place I feel strong. They ask me why I keep returning to the burn, like I ain't smart enough to wait my turn. But smart ain't got nothing to do with this disease. Smart just means I do it with more expertise. Overachiever in the art of self-consumption, PhD in deliberate self-destruction. Every glass I swallow buys me one more day. I'm feeling something real before it fades away. 7 beats, wrong tempo, wrong key, wrong room. Always half a step ahead of my own doom, but the riff won't quit, it hooks me every time. Glass eater running on a 7-beat line. I know what I'm doing, I just can't stop. I know where this ends, right at the top of everything I built just to tear apart. Glass first, down the throat, down to the heart. Glass ether, swallowing the shine. Everything that cuts me feels like mine. I've been feeding on the wreckage for so long. The damage is the only place I feel strong. get your frequency without a word. Every signal that you sent, I always heard. Didn't need the explanation or the key, just the static and I knew what you meant to me. Somewhere in the middle of the noise, something cut between us, took the voice. And now I'm standing where the signal used to be, holding nothing but the memory of the frequency. I keep tuning to the channel that went dark, keep reaching for the thing that left a mark. Ain't no signal coming back through, just the silence where you used to come through. Severed signal, and I still reach. Transmission lost somewhere between. I've been heading into nothing for so long. The silence feels like where I belong. Distance or the time, don't blame the interference or the grind. Some connections just don't make it through the years. Some frequencies get swallowed by the fear. I've seen it happen fast and I've seen it slow, the gradual static before you finally go. And I kept pretending that the line was just delayed, till the silence made it clear the debt was paid. Severed clean, no argument, no scene, just the absence where the signal used to mean. Something worth the static, worth the strain. Now it's just the echo of a severed vein. I keep tuning to the channel that went dark, keep reaching for the thing that left a mark. Ain't no signal coming back through, just the silence where you used to come through. Severed signal, and I still reach. Transmission lost somewhere between. I've been heading into nothing for so long. The silence feels like where I belong. Maybe a clean break beat, so slow unraveling. Maybe I've been grieving something that was already gone, way before the signal actually dropped. But knowing that don't make the quiet easier, don't make the empty channel any cleaner. I still check the frequency out of habit now, ain't got no answer for the why or how. Deadline, channel dead sign, the deadline still tuning. Deadline still tuning. Come in, nothing. Severed signal, and I still read. Transmission lost somewhere between. I've been adding into nothing for so long. The silence feels like where I belong. I belong. Still tuning. Still tuning. I have converted the loss into locomotion. 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 I ain't healed, I just redirected. Took everything I lost and I connected. Every wire from the wound to the wheel. Used what broke me as the engine of the deal. You thought the grief would shut me down for good. Thought I'd stay under like you figured I would. But I've been running on this thing for years now. Turns out devastation's got some serious horsepower. Can't explain it to the ones who never lost. Can't describe the fuel or what it costs. But every morning that I shouldn't have got up, I used the weight of it to fill my cup. Don't pity what you see running here. This ain't damage, this is second gear. I took the thing that almost ended me and made it into velocity. Grief, engine, running on what hurts. Converting all the loss into the work. Ain't pretty how the fuel gets made, but I'm still moving, still getting paid. Grief, engine, don't need the therapist, they sent the books, sent all the frameworks and the hope for looks. I mean, yeah, I tried them, some of them helped some, but nothing hit like channeling where I come from. My grandmother worked grief into her hands. My father ran from us till he couldn't stand, and I watched both of them and took my notes. Decided I'd burn mine instead of choke, so I built the engine in the middle of the night. Wired every loss to something that can fight. Generational grief meets forward motion. I ain't healed, I'm just running on the ocean. Don't pity what you see running here. This ain't damage, this is second gear. I took the thing that almost ended me and made it into velocity. Grief engine running on what hurts, converting all the loss into the work. Ain't pretty how the fuel gets made, but I'm still moving, still getting paid. Grief engine don't need your cure. The damage is what keeps me moving forward. What happens when the grief runs out? What happens when there's nothing left to burn? What if I build myself so deep in damage that without it I got nowhere to turn? Maybe that's the question I've been dodging. Maybe that's the engine's fatal flaw. What if getting better means stopping it? And I ain't ready for that at all. Still running, still burning, ain't stopped, ain't turning. Engine running on what hurts, converting all the loss into the work. Ain't pretty how the fuel gets made, but I'm still moving, still getting paid. Grief engine don't need your cure. The damage is what keeps me moving forward. Still converting, still converting, still converting.
Used to keep it locked behind 3 doors. Used to know exactly what my armor was for. But somewhere around the 3rd year of the grind, I lost the key and couldn't seem to find. So now it's just out there, every damn thing, every fear I got, every wound that stings. Can't fake the distance anymore, can't front. What you see is what I am, raw and blunt. I ain't performing, equilibrium, ain't got the bandwidth for the medium. This is just me, no filter, no floor. Open nerve, can't close it anymore. Touch it and I feel everything. Ain't got no skin left covering. Every word lands harder than it should. I'm open in the ways I never understood. This is what it looks like with no guard. Open nerve, and God, it's hard. People say be vulnerable like it's easy, like standing here exposed ain't making me queasy, like the rain Acosta letting people in, to showing them exactly where you've been. I've been used for this before, I know the play. Someone sees the nerve and then they walk away. So yeah, it's terrifying every single time, but I'd rather bleed out loud than die inside. I ain't performing, equilibrium, ain't got the bandwidth for the medium. This is just me, no filter, no floor. Open nerve, can't close it anymore. Touch it, then I feel everything. Ain't got no skin left covering. Every word lands harder than it should. I'm open in the ways I never understood. This is what it looks like with no guard. Open nerve, and God, it's hard. Maybe this is just who I am now. Maybe the armor wasn't worth the vow. Maybe being this exposed and this afraid is the bravest thing I've ever made. Cause I can shut it down, I know the way, but closing up again ain't how I wanna stay. So here I am, wide open, take the and God, it's hard. Still open, still open.
Zero party! Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on!
Longer than you'll ever know. Pack the pressure down and watch the outside glow. Said I'm fine so many times it lost its shape. Built a perfect surface over every break. But cracks don't ask permission when they're ready. They split the floor when everything feels steady. I smiled through dinners while the walls came in, and then one morning everything gave in. You thought the quiet man, I had it under control. You mistook the silence for a stable soul. But pressure finds a weakness every time, and mine spoke louder than I ever could. The cracks break when I won't. They say everything I don't. Every line across my surface tells the story. You can read me in the damage if you're looking. I watched you watch me like I was holding fine, performing solid while I crossed the line. Every nod, every laugh, every measured reply, a coat of paint on something about to die. The fracture started somewhere in year 3. A hairline split that only I could see. I mapped it in the dark with careful hands and said nothing, nobody understands. You thought the quiet man, I had it under control. You mistook the silence for a stable soul. But pressure finds the weakness every time, and mine spoke louder than I ever could. The cracks break when I won't. They say everything I don't. Every line across my surface tells the story. You can read me in the damage if you're looking. Maybe the breaking was the only honest thing. Maybe the fracture was the voice I couldn't bring. I spent so long maintaining the exterior that the cracks became superior. They said what I couldn't say out loud. They screamed into the silence. I'm already late. Been running on fumes since the very first day. No safety net, no backup plan in sight. Just burning through the hours till I lose the light. Every morning feels like stealing from tomorrow. Every win I get is something that I borrow. The interest rate is brutal and the debt compounds, but I'm still here standing on this borrowed ground. I know it ends, but I'm not done. play it safe, be smart. I said I'll rest when they pull me apart. Calculated risk on every single move. Living in the margin, nothing left to lose. The ones who waited ended up with nothing. The ones who charged ahead kept the engine running. I'd rather burn out loud than fade in quiet rooms. I'd rather fill the space than disappear in tombs. I know it ends, but I'm not done. Not yet, not now. I'll take every second somehow. Running on borrowed time and I don't care. Every breath a gift I didn't earn out there. Burn it all the way down to the bone. I'll sleep when I'm finally gone. This could be the last one. This could be the day it stops. But I'd rather go in motion than die waiting for it to drop. So give me one more minute. Give me one more round.